Hi, my name is Fardin Khan, and I'm going to be talking about cricket and its impact on the environment. So, what is cricket? Cricket is one of the most popular sport in the world. It's the second most popular sport worldwide, next to football, which is which many people know as soccer, with an estimated 2.5 billion fans. The sport is huge in Asia and is played particularly in England, Australia, India, Pakistan, West Indies, Bangladesh, etc. The game is played with a bat and a ball and involves two teams of 11 players. Cricket has three versions known as Test, ODI, and T20. So Test is like a 5-day game. Each day has 90 overs divided into three sessions. And ODI has 50 overs with like only drinks break in the middle. And T20 has it just says it shows on the name 20, so like 20 overs. And yeah, each team bats 20 overs. So what are the rules of the game? Cricket can seem complicated to people who are just learning the game, but once you learn all the rules, it's easy to follow it. It is possible to play the game with less players, sometimes 6 or 8 people. Teams are formed in junior competitions. Also, let's say if like 5 people wanna play, each people can, it doesn't have to be a team. So like each of the 5 people can have like 5 or 6 overs, and whoever scores the most runs wins. So each game has at least one innings where each team will take turns in batting and bowling. The bowling side also does fielding, and the batting team will try to score as much runs as possible in their overs before the fielding team gets all 10 wickets. And each overs consists of 6 balls. The fielding team will have a bowler bowl the ball to the batsman who tries to hit the ball with their bat, and they will try to hit like 4 or 6. So there's a boundary on the ground, and if the ball touches the boundary, it's a 4. And if the ball goes over the boundary, it's a 6. So as I said earlier, the team with the highest run wins the game. For example, if a team makes 200 runs in 40 overs, which is 240 balls, the target for the other team will be 201 in 40 overs. So to play the game of cricket you need certain equipments. The most important ones are cricket bat, cricket ball, bails, stumps, cricket helmet, and a decent ground which is big enough. As we can see on the picture, you can see like two bats, like the wooden ball is played with, and the three stumps and the thing that are on the top of the stumps are called bails. Cricket is usually played with balls that are made of solid wood. One can play it with tape tennis, like you can put tennis in tape ball, like the colored ones. It just makes it more harder, like similar to wooden ball. But for wooden balls, safety equipment over the years have developed. Arm guard, elbow guard, gloves, leg pads, thigh guard, etc. All are necessary to protect the player. Nowadays even umpires have a protective shield on their right or left hand in case the ball directly comes close to their head, and if it comes, like, the umpire just can hold the shield and the ball will bounce with the shield and go away. So history of the game. England was the first country to invent cricket. In the first half of the 18th century, cricket established itself as a leading sport in London. So in 1744, the first cricket laws were written. But on the same year, the laws were like revised when new rules came onto the play. Cricket was introduced in North America by the English colonists, And even though it's a popular game and is played all around the world, it has been part of the Olympics only once in 1900 Summer Olympics. Main reason being duration of the game. Since cricket is a long game which can go for like 7-8 hours, like the Olympic won't have that much time to accommodate the game. The main board of cricket is known as the ICC, which is International Cricket Council. They hold the most power and make all the executive decisions. The first official test match was played between England and Australia in 1877, and the first Cricket World Cup was in 1974, and West Indies was the winner of the first Cricket World Cup. So carbon footprint. Cricket can be an eco-friendly sport if you're just playing with your friends. Let's say you are in a ground and you just need your equipments to play it. You don't need no fancy like lighting or camera or anything. But professional or any club cricket is different. Cricket grounds has dressing rooms, VIP rooms, rooms for staff and coach. So a lot of electricity is required to like power the whole ground. Transportation used by players to come to the ground from their hotels also create gas emissions. If a let's say if a match goes into the night, then a minimum of 3 to 4 big floodlights are required to light the whole ground, which requires a lot of CO2. As we can see on the picture, this is like one of the floodlights out of let's say 3 or 4, and that's why like many big grounds have solar panels installed so they can save more electricity. But companies are also making sure that the equipment that are being used are also eco-friendly. Cricket bats are sometimes made using other hardwoods, plastics, aluminum, or a composite of materials. English white willow are mostly used to make cricket bats, but problem is high quality willow takes close to 15 years to grow into a mature tree, which then can be used to make bats. Since it takes a long time, the production is slower and the demand is higher. That's why bamboo as an alternative to willow is good for the environment. Compared to willow, bamboo takes one-third of the time to mature and is more sustainable. It can produce several harvests, thus does not need to be replanted. It also absorbs more carbon during growth. Bamboo also provides a cheaper material for cricket bat manufacturing since it's a low-cost product and conveniently grows in other countries around the world. So the impact on environment. Cricket needs like a lot of large stadiums to play the game. Those huge stadiums require a lot of energy to power the whole thing. Major events like the World Cup contributes to a lot of waste and electricity. Since like the crowds are huge, like in the numbers of 70 or 80,000, it requires a lot of electricity to power the whole thing and food for all the people, which generates the waste. Each team has their own team bus whenever they come to the ground from their hotel, so a lot of fuel and gas are being wasted. Environment problems impact on cricket. We can feel the effect of climate change in many sports, and cricket is no different. Since cricket is mostly an outdoor sport, it is impacted by the change of climate. Due to global warming, the increase in temperatures has been sharp, making people prefer staying in home rather than playing in the hot sun, which can make young people dehydrated, and their parents even won't like want them to play outside. Events such as drought and air pollution also contributes to it. The 2018 Cape Town drought in South Africa severely affected water use at cricket grounds, and high air pollution in some cities make it unhealthy for children or adults to play outside, thus reducing sports activity. Some green tips. Even though cricket is a popular sport in Asia, it's still somewhat unfamiliar to people in North America. As I grew up in Bangladesh, so cricket was the main sport I grew up watching with soccer. And cricket is like a religion in countries like Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. That's why I think it should be promoted more in countries like US and Canada, so people get to experience this amazing sport. Although baseball grounds here can be used to play cricket with proper equipment. So that's what me and my friends do. There's a park called Reseda Park, and there's like three baseball pitches, and you can use each of them to play cricket, given you have all the equipment like bat, balls, stumps, gloves, etc. When playing with a wooden ball, use all the proper protective guards to protect yourself from an injury, because the wooden ball is super hard and it can, if it touches a bone or something, it can break. And these are the bibliographies and work resources. Thank you.